Okay, so the internet is losing it over the Princess Diaries 3 updates, but honestly the thing that's stuck in my brain isn't even the headline news. It's the math. Do the math with me for a second. It's been almost 25 years since Mia Thermopolis sat in that chair and got the world's most iconic makeover. 25 years, that's not your average sequel wait, that's an entire generation. People who watched that movie as kids are now adults with careers, mortgages, some of them with kids of their own who have probably never even heard of Genovia. And this whole time we've all just been sitting here, waiting for that phone to ring again. But here's the thing. The Mia who's coming back isn't the girl we left behind. She's not stumbling through etiquette lessons anymore. By the end of the second film, she'd already rewritten the entire succession law of her own country just so she wouldn't be forced into a marriage she didn't want. That's not a small character beat. That's the whole foundation of who she is now. So really the question everyone should be asking isn't is she coming back? It's who does she come back as? Now personal confession time. I've always been a Nicholas guy. Chris Pine playing that broody, stubborn, slightly ridiculous love interest just worked. The moment he swallows his pride and goes after Mia anyway, still gets me every time. But apparently there's a twist nobody saw coming because Meg Cabot herself stood up at BookCon and basically confirmed what fans have been begging to hear for years. She's read the script, and according to her everybody's back. Robert Schwartzman is returning as Michael. And yes, despite Chris Pine dodging the question in interview after interview, she pretty much gave the game away, laughing while she did it. So this isn't just a nostalgic cast reunion. This is Mia's two great loves both back both in the same movie at the same time. And if Michael really is showing up, I don't think it's to compete with Nicholas or undo that ending. It feels more like something that was left unfinished finally getting its moment. That's the kind of emotional gut punch that turns a fun rom-com into something people actually cry over. But here's the detail that I think is the real story, the one people are sleeping on. Director Adele Lim put out a casting call, and it quietly broke the internet for anyone who's actually read the books. She was looking for a 15-year-old actress to play a character named Olivia Robinson. If you know the novels, you know exactly who that is. Olivia is Mia's secret half-sister, the product of an affair her father had years before. When Olivia's mother dies, Mia steps in to protect her from a family that wasn't treating her right. If that storyline actually makes it to the screen, this movie stops being just a royal love triangle. It becomes Mia doing for someone else exactly what Clarice once did for her. A scared kid, a hand reaching out, the whole circle closing right in front of us. And Lim has talked about why this hits so personally for her. A lot of the original fans who grew up loving this franchise are mothers themselves now, her included. She's not just making a sequel. She's making it for the version of herself who fell in love with this story decades ago. Which raises another question worth thinking about. If Olivia is genuinely fighting for her place in this family, does that mean the throne itself becomes contested too? Because protecting a sister is one story. Protecting a crown is a completely different kind of tension. Then there's Clarice. Julie Andrews hasn't confirmed anything, and yeah, that uncertainty is a little painful. But even a single scene, one last bit of wisdom from her would probably wreck everyone in the theater. And don't forget the smaller reunions either. Lily, Lana, Joe. Even a few seconds of screen time with them brings back that old Genovia feeling instantly. Here's what makes this feel less like wishful fan theory and more like it's actually happening. Anne Hathaway has confirmed the team has been working on this behind the scenes for a while, even with other projects taking priority. And producer Deborah Martin Chase dropped a detail that genuinely surprised me. There's apparently a castle already rented and sitting empty, just waiting for production. No filming date locked in yet, no release date either, but every piece finally seems to be lining up at once. And that kind of alignment doesn't usually happen by accident, so here's my take. This isn't shaping up to be some lazy nostalgia cash grab. It feels like the closing chapter for a character we all genuinely grew up alongside. Team Nicholas or Team Michael? And if Olivia really is part of this story, what do you want her arc to look like? Let me know down in the comments, because this time it's not just Mia getting called home, it's all of us.